Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. This is Pillar to Post. Now, I haven't done this for a while, but we're back. Let me get rid of this background mood music, and let's chat it up a little bit. Well, ladies and gentlemen, like I said, I haven't done this for quite some time, but I got the itch. And the itch came while watching a lot of YouTube in recent days, and everyone is doing such things, watching a lot of YouTube, watching a lot of Disney Plus, watching a lot of Netflix, and all those live streaming sites. Everyone wanting to find out what's going on in the wrestling world. Yes, I've got some new spectacles about me. Yes, I do. See, take a good old gander, folks. This came about. I got headbutted in the face by my wonderful loving dog, Jojo. While I was walking her, my glasses went flying. It was a bit dark out. I couldn't find them. I've been searching for like weeks now for the old pair, but luckily, before everything got shut down, I was able to get my replacement, and I can see again. But what I was discussing about, due to watching a lot of YouTube and stuff like that, been seeing a lot of these podcasts bitching and complaining about the wrestlers that are walking out, allowing their contracts to run out on WWE and going over to either New Japan, Ring of Honor, Impact, AEW, as you can see right there on your screen. And when they do stuff like this, when they walk away from a business that they love due to circumstances, we'll put it that way, mistreatment, we'll put it that way as well. They tend to unburden themselves, take that weight off their shoulders, and explain to the fans as well as the person that might be interviewing them why they would leave and why they thought it was time to leave a place like WWE. Now, the diehards out there, which I've seen so much of, the diehards that believe that WWE and Vince McMahon can do no wrong, they hate on these wrestlers. They hate on these wrestlers because they found a new place where they could actually be the character they always intended to be. You look at Brody Lee, Chris Jericho, Jon Moxley. Oh, the list can go on and on. But those are just three men that have recently made big waves in their career and headed to greener pastures, you might say. And I keep on hearing this term being thrown around, WWE rejects. Why are they rejects? Why are they rejects? Answer that to me. Or answer that for me. Are they rejects because the misguided notions of an out-of-touch man known as Vince McMahon didn't know how to build them up? Didn't know how to create a storyline, an image for these guys that would put them over the top. And remember, Vince McMahon does not want a marquee grappler anymore. He doesn't want people like stars like The Rock, like Stone Cold Steve Austin, like The Undertaker. He doesn't want anyone in his business to outshine the name World Wrestling Entertainment. Now, I listened to a bit of the interview with Brody Lee, and I've listened to Jon Moxley at length. I've listened to Chris Jericho at length. And as a fan of wrestling, not just of All Elite Wrestling, but all of wrestling, as a fan, I get where they're coming from. You got Brody Lee, gets brought into the office and says, do a southern accent. The guy knows he can't do it, but he attempts it anyway. And even Vince McMahon admits he dislikes the attempt. But the following week, in the script, all wrestlers are provided these days because no wrestler is allowed to, just shoot from the hip. It is clearly stated that Brody Lee, or at that point, Luke Harper, is to do a Southern accent. Why? Why? Have you not listened to this man speak? Hell, we all got a taste of that on the last episode of AEW. We got that taste of what Brody Lee can actually do on the episode prior to this. And yet, this man is supposed to portray himself as some redneck hillbilly, clueless to the outside world, just to be a member of the Wyatt family. Now, he looked good as a member of the Wyatt family, but did he honestly need to speak like a Southern man? Like some redneck just off the farm, in the backwoods, in the bush? Give me a break, folks. Jon Moxley. Look at Jon Moxley. This man is all about the creative side of the wrestling industry. He allows his mind to wander in that imaginary world. Something that great wrestlers have been known to do for generations until this new era of scripts and, no imagination. We are supposed to enjoy words being shoved down their throat, spat out for us, that bears no connection with the wrestler itself. Look how long the WWE has been trying with Roman Reigns, and it has not worked. Has not worked. Now you got the little kids, and maybe, a bullet here or a bullet there. Diehards that just WWE can't do any wrong. But the true, passionate viewers of the wrestling world see right through it. Look at Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman should be leaps and bounds ahead of where he is and where he has been. But no, they portrayed him as this Superman that could flip a transport truck, an ambulance, and God knows what else, the Titantron of all things. Where was he supposed to go from there? Honestly. He is a man, not a Superman, not a comic book freak with a mutation that gives him underlying powers that are unexplainable. Now, you could also take the flip side and throw Undertaker in my face. I'm a huge Undertaker fan. The Dark Side. I love the freaks of the day. But those moments passed as well. The Undertaker has seen it. I don't know why he still tried going for it, but he did see it. Now, at this point in his career, we obviously have seen the changes coming, and a version of the American Badass will be returning, which I think is suitable. The man has done his due diligence in that ring for that promotion. Seeing a more human side to him, it's a good thing. The Undertaker character, I don't care how anyone looks at it, for when it was brought in and what they did with it was spot on. The fans gravitated towards it. The fans feared him. The fans loved him. The fans never want to see the man go. But it's time. So, drop that insult from your lips already because I don't want to hear about it. The Undertaker, I believe, is a um, certain wrestler that no one can deny that the the gimmick worked, the gimmick fit, and the man lived it in that ring. But it doesn't work that way for everyone. You know, the days of special powers have long passed. Now, the Fiend is another character that could be taken along the same lines as the Undertaker. But special powers and all that, come on, you know, like Matt Hardy as well. The brokenness, I love it. I do. It has been a fan favorite since he began it. But everyone wants to bitch and complain because, well, look at what Matt Hardy did when he left WWE the last time. He reinvented himself. He shed his burden as well once he did so. And he created the broken universe for the fans to entertain because he realized that at his age and his physicality, that change of more entertainment than what he did inside that ring was more important. It fueled his creativeness and his mind and the talent he had and has to excite the fans. He returns to WWE after years of being away, after building up a huge fan base surrounding the broken universe. And what does WWE do? They bring him back, along with Jeff Hardy, as Team Extreme. It astounded me. You know, it astounded me, and eventually they would attempt the Woken era. And Vince McMahon, upon viewing the footage, was, I don't get it. I don't get it. Well, how about you allow the creative minds that we have seen within NXT run the show then, if you don't get it? And all those babies out there, those pillow biting tearjerkers, need to get off that cart they're riding on. That WWE emblazoned logo cart. That everyone else is shit. And WWE and Vince McMahon are the golden era. They did have a golden era. They had an era that excited fans. They had an era that inspired, brought hope, and they ruined it. No, Vince McMahon ruined it. He didn't believe in his wrestlers any longer. He learned to despise marquee names. He despised on bringing these grapplers to a level that the outside world of wrestling wanted to see more of. They wanted to see them in the movies. They wanted to see them doing other things. These wrestlers all left. Now some due to injury, some due to fame outside in Hollywood. And that brought on the spite of Vince McMahon. No longer will there be a marquee name. No longer will I lose a fan favorite because they grew bigger than the WWE. I look at the times we live in and what the wrestling promotions do. I look at Wrestle Talk here on YouTube and Will Ospreay forming an alliance to bring a free wrestling show here on YouTube for the fans. Now, it might have been a one-off. There might be more. I don't know. These are trying times we live in. But look at what they did. You watch All Elite Wrestling. and you see what they do. They continue to try and inspire. They try and institute a change of the norm that has become wrestling. Now, it might not be all sunshine, rainbows, and a bouquet of roses, but they continue to try. And they've been very successful in that attempt to bring us and continue to bring us a wrestling product we can enjoy during these trying times. And then you take a look over at the WWE product and you're getting replays of old matches, of Royal Rumbles, of matches that Vince McMahon thought were awesome. You get shitty promos or a whole episode of promos. Let's have an appreciation night. And then you get a couple of crappy, thrown together matches that everyone is sitting at home at, scratching their heads. Now, I understand these are trying times. Some wrestlers do not want to be in the performance center. Well, if that's the case, then take a walk. Allow this pandemic, this shit show that is the world currently, have a break from the madness that is WWE. Now, I understand they've been recording, and both shows are doing this, AEW as well as WWE. They've been recording matches for upcoming shows on their channels, TNT as well as, whatever WWE's. Honestly, I rarely watch WWE these days, and what little I do catch, it's here on YouTube, clips or reviews, and in those reviews I get all I need and all I want from WWE. I will sit and watch full episodes of AEW Dynamite and Dark. I will sit there and watch interviews such as AEW Off the Script or whatever it's called. It's not off the script, but you know what I'm getting at. You see the mind and the minds behind the AEW product, bringing in legends such as Tully Blanchard to be a manager. You see Arn Anderson being the coach of the Nightmare Family. And then they shock the entire world by doing something no other company really thought about doing. Bringing in the mind of Jake the Snake Roberts to be a manager. And everyone starts bitching. Oh, this is starting to look like WCW back in the day. They're bringing all these unwanted and rejected WWE guys in. It's not a revolution. It's just a rehash of WCW. Have you lost your fucking minds? Honestly. To work with a man like Jake the Snake Roberts, a man like Tully Blanchard, as well as Arn Anderson, hell, Dustin Rhodes. You gotta be out of your mind if you don't want to take advantage of their experience, of their minds. These men were built for the wrestling industry. These men understand the psychology, especially a man like Jake the Snake Roberts. And then to hear people bringing up his drug abuse past and his alcoholic past, it's something the man will never escape. But he's trying. And then to unleash that mind upon the wrestling universe once again, why wouldn't you? Have you not listened to this man speak in recent weeks? He exceeds everything that is the wrestling business right now. When he speaks, he makes you listen. You want to listen to every single word he is saying. That is the type of wrestler that Jake the Snake Roberts has always been. A man that told the world And I'm a fan of this, and I don't live by it because I love to yell. But he in an interview once, he stated, and it was brought up how mild mannered he spoke. His statement was, a man does not need to yell to be heard. When you yell at a man, he doesn't listen. But when you talk, everyone listens. And he has so many people listening to every word he says right now. He is the perfect fit for the Murder Hawk. I love that name. You know, you see his client, and you see him standing next to his client, and you understand where the mind for the idea came from. Now, I don't know exactly whose mind it came up with to have Jake Roberts as the manager, but wow, credit given where it's due. So, ladies and gentlemen, I'll continue to watch AEW until I see them really fuck up and start acting like WWE does, but I don't see that in the near future. You look at everything that's been going on. Now, I've got my issues with WW or AEW. I do. You know, but they're starting to calm things down a little bit. They're starting to bring in the bigger wrestlers. They're starting to give you a reason to understand that they are new. They are a fledgling promotion that is growing, and they continue to grow. Now the references to WCW will continue by those mindless followers of WWE. I don't hate on anyone for loving the promotion they love, but I believe you can watch anything and everything you want and get your fill. There is no reason to hate on anything to a full extent. NXT, when they were going before they went live, great television. It hasn't been so great lately. You know, it's a sad state we live in, but do we need to accept everything that is thrown at us? That's the question, folks. Give me your thoughts in the description below. In the comment section below. Make sure you hit that thumbs up. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. Hit that little bell for notifications. We're gonna be coming up with more of these talks in these times, and I want to continue getting back to reviewing AEW. I'm hoping to find that time to get more in touch with NJPW, Ring of Honor. I'm not an Impact kind of guy anymore, but you know, maybe I should start checking them out. Maybe they've changed their ways a little bit. I don't know. I haven't watched in, I'd say, about 3 years, maybe longer. Gonna keep on doing the RWO thing. I am currently, now that I've got my new spectacles upon me, I want to finish up and get ready for the Wastelander book that's coming out. A collaboration between myself, people that are on the channel, and I do apologize for the hiccups, as well as good friends of mine. It's a collaboration of short stories we're bringing out to you, and it's all based on a post-apocalyptic world setting, and we're going to have fun with it. You know, I can finally start putting together, and we're still waiting for a couple of submissions to be brought in, and then we'll go ahead with that, and the publication will go down. I thought it fitting to hold off until I had my glasses, as well as, you know, waiting to see what is going to come of this predicament we're all stuck in. I want you all to have a good day. I want you all to have a better tomorrow. Stay safe. Keep your distance. And, you know, survive. I'm out of here for today. Have a great one. And I'll catch you on the flip side. I'm out of here.